Okay, let's move on and let's talk charts. Kunal clearly can't take his eyes away from Maruti. Can you, Kunal?
Absolutely, Aisha. And the setup for Maruti is very, very interesting because it's now come back towards a major support zone for itself. Now, this is the trend line or the upward rising channel for Maruti over the last 2 months. This was a point when the stock was at the 9,000 mark, I think 8,500 approximately, where the stock made a swing low for itself. Look at the pattern over here. The stock has been consistently trying to take support as well as resistances at this trend line. So this forms a major support point or the support trend line for Maruti. This was the point when the stock took a bottom or took support, formed a bottom as well as managed to rise up, come back towards the upper end of the trend line where it found resistance. And again, this was the point where the stock took support. The setup over here is a bullish hammer pattern on both of the counts where the stock took support. Even on the third count where this was the end of May, start of the month of June, the stock formed almost like a bullish hammer pattern over here, established a bottom, took support at this trend line, and then managed to come back to the hard end of the trend line support. So this time around, I would expect something very similar for Maruti. If the stock comes back towards say 9,500 or slightly below those levels, I would believe that the risk reward to initiate a buy could be extremely lucrative, and then we can hopefully expect the stock to come back towards its previous highs and break past about this trend line resistance of 9,900. So the risk reward is extremely lucrative, expecting Maruti to come back towards 9,900 plus levels in the next couple of weeks.
Right. Okay, let's move on and let's talk some individual stocks as well. Kunal, what's on your radar there?
So I would suggest a couple of buy calls, expecting that the market rally and the trend would continue for the index over the near term. So the two calls which I would suggest for short-term traders would be United Spirits. I think it's almost at 897, 898 levels. Would expect the stock to rally towards 980. Stop loss for this trade is at 860 mark. And the second would be one IDFC First Bank, again a stock which has regained momentum after a few days of consolidation. So targets of 80, stop loss at 74.
Okay, Kunal, we'll see you again later in the day.